All right, well, just talk about the game today. I know it wasn't the result that you wanted, but I guess were you able to learn anything about the team, or able to gain anything from today for the next FCS game that you're set to play?
Yeah, I think first and foremost you have to give credit to Army. I think Coach Muck and his staff did a very good job putting a game plan together, and obviously the triple option is something that's unique, and you don't have the opportunity to prepare for the entire season. So they did an excellent job making adjustments in the second half, and came out and moved the ball pretty well. I think we talked to our kids this week about needing to do three things to be successful: being urgent, having energy, and having precision. And I think we were urgent. I think we gave great effort for 4 quarters, and I don't think we were precise enough. In the first half, the defense played very well. We moved the ball between the 20s offensively, but had a turnover and didn't convert in the red zone, so that hurt us there. Then the second half it was just the opposite. We were able to move the ball and score offensively, and weren't able to stop them on defense. So I'm proud of our kids' efforts, collective effort. Losing is never acceptable, so I told them we're not in the business of moral victories. It should sting, but it can only sting for about 12 hours. And what you asked, the positive to take out of it is to have the opportunity to play a team the week before the playoffs who's beaten 3 FBS teams and come close to Wake Forest, and is a very good football team. Hopefully the caliber of opponent will help prepare us for what we're going to see in the playoffs.
You started things very strong, get out to a 10-point lead off the fake punt.
Yeah.
What made you call the fake punt?
It's something that we've worked on the entire season, and it's really a call for when you're in a position where you can't make the field goal because it's out of your range, and you're too tight in to punt because you're really not going to gain anything if the thing goes into the end zone. So, it's a call we made, and the kids executed it well. It's essentially you want the defense to think it's a punt, and you send your gunners down to go up and grab the ball, and hopefully they don't see that it's not kicked. And actually, the look they were in, they were in a safe look and weren't in a punt look. So that was actually the worst look possible to have it against. But we felt, the yards we may have gained with a punt really wasn't going to garner us anything. So we just said we're going to give it a whirl.
It seemed like the block punt right before the half really kind of shifted things. Was there a mood in the locker room that kind of was a little down?
Yeah, there was a little bit of a tangible shift in momentum, and you could sense it from the guys from going up and heading into the locker room, ahead to obviously a block punt's a big momentum shifter in any game, particularly one that's recovered for a touchdown. But we just tried to reinforce it was still a 4-point game at that point. We were going to have our opportunities. But, what we told them, we had one great special teams play that gave us a touchdown and one that, gave up a touchdown, so it was a push at that point. So that one play certainly didn't cost us the game, but by the same token, it certainly didn't help because it did gave Army some momentum going into halftime.
They continually got short yardage gains on 3rd and 4th down and really kind of kept drives alive. Do you think fatigue was a factor?
Fatigue?
At some point?
Possibly. It's... like I said, this offense, they call it the triple option for a reason, because you have to have someone that's devoted to the dive, someone that's devoted to the quarterback, and someone that's devoted to the pitch. And, there's, you have to commit to doing something during the week to defend it, which you don't do during the season. And obviously, they ran the quarterback sneak very successfully. They ran very well with Dixon on the dives and things like that. And our kids fought and they tried hard. And, that's part of the, the thing with the FCS level having 60 scholarships as opposed to full complement, the depth thing, but that's not an excuse. I mean, that's fact. So we they did a good job. I tip my hat to them, and they did a great job converting 3rd and 4th and shorts, and we needed to get off the field, and that's certainly something we could take away and learn from.
They didn't have the ball a lot, but the offense did score quickly when it had the ball.
Yeah.
Were you happy with the way those drives went?
I was happy with the way we moved the ball between the 20s in the first half, and I wasn't happy with the way we capitalized in the red zone, with the penalty and the turnover. I think we had 219 yards at half, if I'm not mistaken. You should have more than 10 points off of that. But we ran 4 plays in the 3rd quarter, which that was one series, and then we got it rolling a little bit in the 4th, and it would have just been nice to have that productivity offensively in both halves because we certainly moved the ball in that regard, but we just didn't. We weren't able to punch it in, which we needed to do against a great opponent like Army.
What do you, say to the guys just to get them back up again? Because you got a big playoff game coming up soon. So, do you say anything to the team to?
No. We just talked about it now. I said losing should sting. It should hurt because we haven't lost much around here, and it's not acceptable. But by the same token, I'm giving them about 12 hours to hang their head. we talk about our preseason goals and what we've accomplished throughout the season. And I told them nowhere in that list of goals did I say beating an FBS team is one of our goals. So we played, fairly well against a good opponent. And I said, we're going to come in tomorrow at 11 o'clock for the selection show, and now we got to press forward and work to achieve the goal that's still outstanding, and that's the national championship. We talk about 3 more feet. All right, this is when 3 more feet kicks in. What are we going to do for the next 4 or 5 games, depending on whether we get a bye, to earn the right to be a championship level team and complete our last season's goal. So, certainly the loss stings. Certainly we're not happy with it, but we'll learn from it, get better, and like I said, it's a great opportunity to play a quality opponent for the type of teams that we're going to see moving forward in the playoffs.
I know it may be difficult now because you don't know your opponent, but are you getting ready for the FCS, or is it just basically just going into the selection, watching the selection show tomorrow and?
Generally, we'll have a pretty good inkling prior to the show, but the difficult thing with that is that there's a lot of moving parts. There's games going on today. There's seedings that are going to change, so we just kind of have to wait and see, and then when we find out our opponent, make a film exchange and get to work and have a great Sunday practice based on the film that's available, and take Monday, put our game plan together, and then go out and practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and hopefully we're fortunate enough to play at home like we were last year. But at this point, there's only 24 teams left, so it's you talk about the selection process or the draw. Anyone you get at this point in the state at this stage in the game, is going to be a quality opponent. So our kids are ready, and the great thing is we've been here before. We've been down this road last year, so now we not only know the things it takes to get here, we know the things that it's going to take to move ahead of where we went last year.